Everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. That's Worimi. And welcome to you, your guides, to the universal energies. Yes, that's a little puppy dog asleep on his bed over there. He's cute. Okay, we're going to have a look at a bit of a change of pace, and using my Trip and Wake Tarot, I'm going to have a look at Scott Morrison. Scotty from Marketing was oh boy, okay. He was the Minister for Social Services in our Liberal National government, the Conservative government. Saw himself as a bit of a Trumpy, so even invited Trump to Australia when he was Prime Minister. But he was the Minister of Social Services, then he became the Treasurer, then he became the Prime Minister. And then, fortunately, last election round was sorry ass kick to the curb. Um, so he brought in, back when he was Social Services Minister, a plan to, it was awful, 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 called Robodebt. Feel free to Google it, Robodebt. And what it was a very early version of AI that was programmed to basically try and catch people out from not declaring income if they were on welfare, or trying to defraud welfare or whatever it was. It was a huge failure, huge, huge, huge failure. It destroyed lives, because what happened, it would send automatic letters out to people declaring that they owed thousands of dollars, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. It was an automatic program, cut off their welfare, hounded them for the debt, sent the information to debt collectors, and literally, when I say people's lives were destroyed, it was so horrific that it caused quite a number of people to commit suicide as well. Now, Scott Morrison, so an inquiry into this Robodebt, a high-level inquiry into the Robodebt under the current government, an independent investigation basically tore shreds out of this policy. Even though Scotty from Marketing, Scott Morrison, knew that this was what was happening while he was Prime Minister, while he was Treasurer, he backed it all the way and doubled down on it, dabbled down on Robodebt, because it was his baby. So what's happened is the independent inquiries come out and just absolutely torn shreds off it. Now, Scott Morrison is still in government. He's on the back bench now, a bit of a nobody, member for Cook. Entertainment only. Yes, I know I'm sounding biased here, because I have seen the fallout of this particular policy that he was determined to bring forward. He's still doubling down, refusing to accept the ruling of the independent inquiry. He's still declaring that it was a success, even though it destroyed thousands and thousands of lives. And there were people who felt that they had no other out, because of the hounding and because of their own personal situations, to end it. So I just want to have a look. Will Scotty be held accountable? So I'm using my Trip and Wake Tarot, even though this is a serious topic, because Scotty from Marketing, evangelical, like to mirror himself off Trump, same as Boris Johnson did in the UK. Fortunately, we have a very robust independent election authority in Australia, so there was no attempt to overthrow the election result when his sorry ass was kicked out. But I just want to see whether he's ever going to be held accountable. Yes, I do sound angry about this. Have a look at it if you feel you need to. Right, will Scotty Morrison be held accountable? Oh, um, he's still thinking it was a success. God, I feel ill to the stomach in regards to this. He's still trying to claim victory. He still thinks it was success. However, you've got all these figures behind here turning away from him. He just still thinks it was a fabulous, yeah. But his challenge is going to be, it's exposed that he was betraying and stealing and to those that were most vulnerable. I'm sorry, but he's a despicable human being. I put him alongside. I can't even watch Peter Dutton, when he comes on television. I have to change channel or mute it. It's the same sort of Trump energy. Dutton is our current opposition leader, and the leader of the party that Scott Morrison is in. But yeah, Scott Morrison, his challenge is going to be he's going to be exposed, lying, betraying, deceiving, stealing what was not rightfully his to steal. Foundation for him, he does have support still within the party in regards to this, but this is Robodebt being removed in the face of the truth, but it's also, I'm feeling it's the face and it's the truth of those that took their lives as a result of this Robodebt. Loss of life in the past. Crowning this reading, legislators, but also judges. The all-seeing cat here, the intuitive cat, the inspirational feminine energy. Is there a mother that's going to come forward and sue him personally for this? There's a powerful female coming forward in regards to this. So what's the outcome for him? Immediate future, I'm not surprised. He's chained himself fully and thoroughly to this greed, power, devil energy, this toxic energy. Scotty, yep, but externally for him is an ending where he's going to find himself trampled underfoot, a significant ending for him. This is the guy that during the height of our bushfire season, he was Prime Minister and he took off with his family to Hawaii for a holiday during the absolute horrific height of our 2019-20 bushfire season, where our firefighters were exhausted. They were being hospitalised. There was just, it was just really, really, really awful. He did a Ted Cruz, took off to Hawaii with his family. Internally, he's actually quite anxious about that. I'm glad. Okay, I'm bringing all sorts of bias into this. Yeah, he's not sleeping in regards to this because I think he knows there's a downfall coming for him. Hopes and fears and offer being brought forward. It's also the false knight bringing forward an offer. The outcome, love it. Jack Smith style prosecution. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be Jack Smith style as in international courts or anything, but here's the prosecutor. Strength, secrets that he wants to keep hidden. There's strength in this prosecution. There is something that he wants to be kept hidden, and he's going to be forced to walk away. Forced to walk away. He's going to be disappointed with what he's offered. He's going to be forced to reap what he has sown. Oh, and then healing can begin. So I do get, I know it's not going to satisfy all. I'm getting that he's going to be brought up in front of the law in regards to this. There is strength in this case, it's undeniable. There is information he doesn't want brought out that he's trying to keep secret, or just is information that is going to be kept secret, but he's going to be forced to walk away. I'm not feeling satisfaction, and I know those that have been affected probably won't either. I'm really feeling that he's going to be forced to step down from his seat of cook. He's going to be forced to walk away from politics, but it's not going to be satisfying for those that were affected. I think he'll probably still get his government pension, which they're entitled to. Yeah. So that, yes, he is going to be held accountable to a certain degree, but it's not going to be satisfactory. So I do apologise for those that have been hurt by this. It is going to bring healing, but it won't be satisfying for many. Okay, thank you for joining me. Love to you all.